Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want a view of paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it.
When Kathy and I were little girls, even younger than you, we had the best Christmas of our life.
This particular Christmas, though, that was so special, our mom and Nana decided to help Santa out a little bit. And on Christmas morning, when Janet was just 3 and I was 6, we came running into the living room, and peeking out of our stocking were the most wonderful handmade rag dolls. And these are the very dolls right here.
Very dolls,
Yeah.
our originals.
And they became our best pals.
And we just loved our little best pals so much that even when we grew up and we were on the Lawrence Welk Show and we would go out on the road, we would take our best pals with us and they would sleep in our hotel beds. It was kind of like bringing a little bit of home with us.
And Janet and I always dreamed that every child could have a handmade rag doll just like ours.
And one thing led to another, and before we knew it, we were in the doll business. She and I had always dreamed of doing something together when we grew up, and we just decided that those dolls meant so much to us growing up and appealed so much to our nurturing side that we wanted to try to reproduce them for children, for little girls right now. A nurturing doll, a doll where it doesn't talk and it doesn't wear makeup and it doesn't wear flashy clothes. It's just something that a child can love.
I have them here.
The originals.
They're over 60 years old. We've loved them to death, and yet we've taken care of them. We've treasured them. And we really felt there was a hole in the toy industry for a simpler time. And we thought that there would be an option for this kind of a rag doll again. And so we have reproduced them right down to the vintage fabric. Here they are in reproductions. And I know we've talked to so many of our loyal fans before about it, and they've been so thrilled with them. And it's kind of a tribute back to Mom and Nana's spirits, or every one of these dolls. And to see them come and happen is so beautiful, and we've had an incredible reaction to them everywhere.
It's a very, very special, sensitive project for us.
We're here at Mall of America today to unveil our new line of children's products, Best Pals. We are so excited, this gorgeous venue, to be presenting for the very first time our wonderful reproductions of the dolls that our grandmother Nana and our mom made for us many, many years ago. How many years? You were 3 years old,
Over 50
Janet.
years ago, yeah.
And our dolls have survived, and we want these to survive and be something, a tradition that's going to go on in someone else's home for children.
To us, these Best Pals dolls they take us back to the family values that were so, so important to us. And I think they just appeal to the basic instinct of little children. They love to nurture, they love to hug, and they love to cuddle.
And we so often, when we show our dolls, like just when we've been walking around here or we watch people, they'll grab them and they immediately go, oh, and they want to hug them, whether it's a grandma or a mom or a child. And that's what was natural for us all our life, and that's what we wanted to see. Actually, our dream when we were creating these was to make it where someone would reach for it and say, oh, and want to hug it.
And I think it also appeals to the imagination of children, that their doll will take on whatever personality they want their doll to take on, and that's what happened with us.
Right. We knew they had to really look exactly like our original dolls. In fact, there were times our dining rooms looked like sweatshops. We had pieces of this and that everywhere, and
we had a lot of times they came back, they didn't look right, and we said we're going to get it to where when we look at them, we have that feeling in our heart. And we found some very talented people to help us, and they did. And we look at these hundreds of dolls that are here now, and every one goes to our hearts.
It's an incredible feeling to have a dream come true.
We used to braid our dolls.
We used to unbraid them and braid them, so you can take the ribbons off and do that, and we'd make them real fancy. Look, Janet, show them.
Yeah,
like
look
they could go to the prom and they looked fancier.
They looked like that.
And we could do that with rag dolls. the clothes come off. We right away tested with her little granddaughters how you could take them off and tie them. Each one has a little, like a baby bracelet that says Best Pals, little beaded bracelet.
That makes it official.
That makes it an official doll. And then we have little underwear on them, and we have the little socks and tiny little shoes. And then they all have their own tag.
A little tag that tells our story
Tells the story of Kathy
being
and Janet.
best pals and how we became best pals. Because it's America's mall, and we've always been dubbed America's sweethearts of song. So what better place, and we have such a wonderful fan base here, and we're so happy to see so many people come out to see us.
Hush now, don't you cry. That's an Irish lullaby. 'Cause you're my very, very, very extraordinary, my very, very, very best pal.
I will say, after 50 years of working together, we're
We're still best pals.
no matter what.
Very,